77 C10. Alright guys, so from the other night we got everything unloaded into the garage. I got my truck moved out. Here's the old 4500. Needs cleaned really bad. Here's a 205. I still need to run the numbers on it and take a look at it and see if it's how good it is and everything, because we got to still get a swap kit to put it behind the 4500. Here's a 14 bolt. What are you doing, boys? Hey, you're on TV. Hey, here's a 6.0. I gotta clean up this thing. It's completely nasty and the front cover's leaking, so there's about your obligatory inch of grime on the front. So we're gonna get after it, clean this thing up, and get it ready to go in this truck. And we'll see what we can do with it. Well, today we went to our favorite store. We had to get some vacuum stuff from Hobo Freight. It's Black Friday, but we didn't get any better deal, so you know, whatever. The saga continues. Got a handful of stuff. I got a face shield so I can maybe not go blind, and a couple other little doodads. Anyway, we're gonna get after it here pretty soon. Get this motor cleaned up. We also bought an entire case of brake cleaner from my other favorite parts store. What's up, Jay? Say hey. She doesn't talk. Anyway, we're gonna get after it. Well, progress time. So, little update on the MV4500. You see that there? Freaking bell housing's busted. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and it's busted good too, is what happens when people try to pull the transmission on, probably, I'm just guessing, but it's a good guess, with the freaking bell housing bolts instead of getting them to line up, right? But you can see it's busted from the throb bearing window to the vent up here. This vent, man, this thing's crushed, so we're gonna have to get a new bell housing for it. No biggie. I mean, it's a biggie because it costs money that we didn't need to spend, but alas, we will move on. So let's check on progress. Motor's cleaning up. The Sludge Monster is coming alive here. We're gonna get some color on this thing maybe in the next day or two before it gets cold. Bam, 6.0. That's what we like to see. I'm really cleaning up this side right here. Kind of nasty, but we're getting it cleaned up, and I've got a new front cover for it with a new bushing and everything. It's pretty cool. Getting done up. We got our pail of gas right here, so we're cleaning it with that, and a giant case of brake clean, and one pressure washer. Anyway, that's progress for now. We'll show you some more later. Oh yeah, and before we move on, we'll talk about this engine a little bit. So we grabbed this. Brother sent me a picture of a 1965 Chevy Nova 2 station wagon, and in the background was a Cadillac that looked like it had seen better days. Cadillacs of the 2003 model generally have 6.0s in them. And so I told my brother, hey man, call that guy about the Cadillac. And we ended up with a Cadillac, and we snagged the 6.0 motor out of it. And brother had an interesting time getting it out, getting the parts here. But anyway, that's origin story. It's got this cool oil cooler. I think I showed you in the other video, but if not, I will I'll show you when we start getting it put together. It's got this, I haven't seen one before, so it's a cool little side piece. I've got a blocker on it right now just so we can clean it right here, but there's a cool oil cooler set of lines to go to. We're gonna try to get an oil cooler for it, so it'll be good for towing, be a good ripper, you know, for when we're bouncing off the limiter and dirt somewhere. Anyway, signing out. All right, post cleaning, we got a couple little areas to address. See, that's a rub mark. That's probably a rub mark. I bet the trans mount was gone on it. No biggie. Motor looking pretty good. I got a new cover to go on it, but it's cleaned, it's painted, it's pretty good. I mean, it's as good as this hog needs to be for where it's gonna go, but you know, got a good coat of paint on it, and It's cleaned up and all the gasket surfaces are good and shiny and nice and ready to rock, man. So this hog's ready to go. We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna clean the yard up before my wife comes home and finds out. Look how nasty these tarps are. This one is going in the trash. That one we're gonna clean up. Everything else we gotta get out of the yard.